Ooh, new planet. The heck are these things? That's terrifying. Oh, he plants it. Little saplings growing. I think we've got a design coming. Oh, what the heck? What happened to our carriage? Oh, geez. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. No, 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 no. They're destroying everything. There's too many. I need some more firepower. I'm about to run out of bullets. Cliff explosives. Okay, we can finally finish this network. Wait, what? Why is this carriage gone again? Who keeps destroying it? Bet it's these guys. Ooh, that reminds me. On Narvis, do I have my lasers? Yes. Chuck that in there. In the meantime, we've got to figure out what the heck we're going to do with all of this stuff. Bioflux needs mash and jelly, so we need to bring the mash and jelly together. Let's run these belts across. Then we've got a problem with dealing with spoilage, and I'll think about that later. Maybe if we're quick enough with processing everything, then we won't have spoilage to deal with. Once we've got these together, we need to make bioflux, which is exclusively made in a biochamber. What is this? Pizza? Why do you guys want pizza? Oh, there is pizza. Nutrients. Oh, I see a problem. If we have any sort of backup and the whole factory stops, everything's going to spoil and all of a sudden we don't have nutrients in here anymore, which means we need to make nutrients somewhere just as like a little kickstart. So if we make nutrients from spoilage, because I'm sure we're going to have a lot of spoilage, we need a belt for nutrients and then a belt for no, not spoilage. Wait, we need 3 belts. Okay, so we got a belt for 2 fruit types, and then we have a belt for nutrients, and then we also need a belt for any excess spoilage to come out so that we can kickstart and keep this loop going. No, we need to swap these belts. Hang on. Oh, my brain. That's going to make bioflux, and then... Oh my god, dude. This is insane. Can we insert into a tunnel? Actually, yeah, hang on. Let me test that real quick. Can we insert into a tunnel? Yes, we can. Okay, cool. We're saved. So we can insert into a tunnel. We could also just do an arrangement like this. Yeah, that might work. Bioflux is going to come out onto this belt. Then what do we need to do with the bioflux? The next research, bacteria cultivation. How do we make Mountain Dew? Bioflux and pentapod eggs. How do you farm pentapod eggs? Ah, not like that, not like that. Okay, 30 nutrients, a pentapod egg, and water. And that makes 2. Hang on a minute. Biochambers also get plus 50% productivity. Ooh, okay. We might be able to cook something here. Okay, so how do we unlock this? We need artificial soil, bioflux processing, and bacteria cultivation, which we need for just making bioflux. So let's try and just make some. Oh wait, no, you need... Ooh, we need nutrients to make nutrients. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, wait a minute. No, hang on. We can do this in an assembly machine instead of a biochamber, and that way we don't need pizza. Nutrients will come out. That'll kickstart all this. I really just need to get down here and get this operational. So the pentapod eggs are going to be probably down here somewhere. We could use bioflux. Bioflux goes in, nutrients come out, and join up with the main nutrient belt. We can make pentapod eggs here with water and nutrients. This is where the nutrients come in handy. And then how are we going to do this? Pentapod eggs and water. Where do we get water from? Oh, it's literally a swamp. We can get water from the water. Do I have to cure the water? Or is it just take water? I guess it's just you take the water out. Why am I even bothering to do underground pipes when I can just fly over them? I guess some things never change. Okay, this should be our water supply. And then we need to figure out what to do with the pentapod eggs. Looks like we're going to need more iron. I have to find some more rocks. Here we go, here's some iron rocks. And then we should just be able to chuck the bacteria into this chest and it'll turn into iron ore. And then we can put in some beacons. Just speed it back up. Oh god, okay, they spoiled. Okay, so if we have 2 biochambers here, we're going to need a feedback loop, I think. We're going to have to deposit pentapod eggs onto a belt. and then immediately pull them off to replenish the supply. And then this can go around here and then loop back around like that. The nutrients probably need to loop around because they can spoil while they're on the belt. So let's loop them around. And then if they ever decide to turn into spoilage, then we can filter them back out onto this belt so they can turn back into nutrients again. Hopefully that'll work. Oh wait, we can make biochambers in the biochamber. I should be doing that instead of handcrafting them. All right, let's power all this and just make a start on producing everything we need. We can chuck some of our spoilage into here and that'll make nutrients. All right, it's about damn time that we finally dealt with all these blokes. You have caused me way too much trouble. Okay, that didn't work. And blow them up. Yeah, that got them all. And we should be able to deal with the rest of them with lasers. Maybe. Maybe. Oh my goodness. It's times like these, I kind of wish I had a flamethrower. Why is there an orange one? It's orange missiles now. Oh, actually, I spy a problem. We're about to run out of power. I need to turn off my exoskeletons. Nope. No, no, no. I need them. No! Crap. Okay. That sucks. I got too greedy there. This game is punishing. I just need to run over these bases and just pop them all real quick. Nuking them all really helps. Don't die, come on. No! Wait, that was a medium stomper. That's not good. Okay, maybe we can just run over these bases and save the nuke for all the stompers. Okay, I got rid of most of them. Oh shoot, no, we're out of power. No, 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 no. Oh my god. How many times am I gonna die to this? Okay, so I can't do too much, otherwise I run out of power. Oh my god. Oh god, what are those? My thoughts exactly. Oh boy, there's just so many of these. Die! Are we clear? We've got a lot of them hanging around down here, but I think for the most part, we should be clear to get back to what it was we were meant to be doing. So let's finally repair all this again. They even took out the farming equipment. Now I have to do something with these pentapods and quick, because they're going to spoil and take me out. Alright, so let's get this station going. First of all, we need to be able to put in some fuel. And then we need to put in brains. These need power. There we go, that should power them up. Farming equipment is ready to go. We can put our seeds in. That's already requesting. Alright, here we go. We're going to be farming brains. That should be our farming all set up. And then I need to change this recipe out for the brain recipe. There we go. And this filter needs to change to the other seeds. Now we just wait. So what's the problem up here? This guy doesn't have any seeds left. Okay, that's 2. That should get us jump started. If I get spoilage in here, I need to somehow get rid of it. Okay, if we run a splitter and filter for spoilage, that should get rid of the spoilage, right? Yeah, there we go. So that's turning into nutrients, which should then run a feedback loop. Yeah, I think this is it. I think we're going. I think we're cooking. Literally cooking because it's food. My only worry is the seed rate. We get 15 per harvest. No, we get way more than 15 fruits per harvest. Expected resources 50. Yeah, we get like a whole 50 out of them. Not sure what spores means. We get 50 per harvest and then 50 in here on a percentage. This isn't going to be enough, is it? That's 1 seed out of every stack if we're if we get the expected percentage. Oh, I see. These guys are coming around and destroying the train. That's probably what's going on. All right, simple solution. 2 should be fine. And I just realized before we expire these pentapods, I should make as many biochambers as I possibly can. Oh, we can't put productivity in this. All right, whatever. Yeah, what do efficiency modules do? Oh, they slow down the nutrient consumption. That's kind of cool. Let's filter this to only get rid of pentapod eggs. Nice, nice. Oh, God. Yep, they're spoiling, they're spoiling. I might need to place the turret down to defend this area. Oh! Damn, I almost just died. And yeah, they're all breaking. Alright. That's not good. How's our farming going? Don't think it's going. Hang on, where are the seeds? We have no seeds. Uh-oh. Ooh, okay. Why we seed have no? Why are you not going? Automatic. That's why. Go to the masher. There's no seeds here either. Ooh, we have mash. We just don't have anything else we need mash for. We have a pentapod egg. Ooh, hang on. Can we duplicate that now? We can! Look at that! Okay, I probably want to run efficiency on these. But it looks like I'm going to have to do some more harvesting myself to get this kick-started. Okay, there's some brains. Then if I shove these into here... Okay, we have our jelly. What happened to our mash? Did the mash spoil? Yeah, I think it did. Okay. This is very out of sync. Okay, mash is coming through. And then... Fireflux! Yes, bacteria cultivation, which we don't need. Oh yeah! Fireflux process. Oh, this is going well. There we go. Oh, look at that! We can double belt this. Oh yeah, look at that! Now we're cooking. This is going well now, I think. We just need more of that mash stuff. Did we get any seeds? No. Yes. Yes, we got seeds. Oh, hang on. No, not empty cargo. I need item count. Brains needs to be equal to 0. There we go. That's better. 'Cause we don't want to worry about empty or full cargo when we're carrying seeds as well. So I need to change this. Mash plants equals 0. Get rid of that. Cool. Oh, we got these pentapod eggs coming around too. So they should just endlessly duplicate. What I probably need is some defenses in case they hatch. Would not be good. Okay, but now we have pentapod eggs, so just waiting on nutrients now. Yeah, okay, that's a loop belt now. That's a lot of spoilage. We have seeds, which means these should be planting now. Yep, it's got seeds, it's planting. Very, very, very slowly. Wait a minute. Why is there a pipe on this thing? Okay, those are all planted up. So once they finish growing, it looks like we got one almost done here. 90% grown. 91. 92. Wow, that's slow. That should also give us access now to the Mountain Dew. We just need to craft 100 bioflux. And then we got to figure out how to get that back off world. So we need to build a rocket silo, which needs all of these items. Thankfully, I planned ahead and brought them all with me on the ship. Big brain. I'm surprised you haven't set up heating towers for power. Wait, you can do that? Where are my heating towers? Oh my god. Outputs 40 megawatts of heat. I'm an idiot. Holy moly. Thanks for the pointer. I can turn my spoilage into carbon. Where have these heating towers been my whole playthrough? They unlocked on Gleba, that's why. Oh, that makes sense. Okay, that's why I didn't know about them. One disadvantage compared to nuclear, no neighbor bonus. That's true, but how big are the heating towers though? Oh, they're tiny. You could still do a setup like this, and then, you know, run those off wherever you need. And compared to a nuclear reactor, that's only a little bit bigger. You're getting 160 megawatts of heat for the same space that you would normally get 120 megawatts with the neighbor bonus. Is that right? Unless I'm missing something. Ooh. Could you use heating towers? No, okay. Needs pressure. Alright, you can't use them in space. Uh-oh. Okay, the pentapods are starting to hatch. We've got to be quick about this. Have we unlocked the Mountain Dew? I think we have. How do we make it? Bioflux and pentapod eggs. Okay. Let's put this over here. Set that for science packs. And then we need to figure out how to get our nutrients and our bioflux over. That should be as easy as running one of these. Oh, okay, hang on. I think I need to run this all the way up. This is ugly. I might need to also set up repair packs, but we'll see how that goes. Oh my god, that's a lot of spoilage. I did not even see these pentapods here. Guess we're clearing them out. Oh boy. Okay, I did not mean to run into them. Okay, that gets rid of him. Oh wait, we have science packs. Hang on a second. How am I going to extract science packs? I think what I need to do is run a 2 belt. This needs to filter spoilage out to here, and then... Oh shit. No, I just put all the pentapod eggs on here. Could have been a disaster. Spoilage out on this side, and then we instead dump the bioflux onto this side of the belt, making use of our 2 lanes, and then spoilage gets filtered back out over to here. Yeah, I think that'll work a lot better. So now we have a space to deposit Mountain Dew, which we can then bring over to the rocket. And we should filter the science packs here and then also filter out spoilage so that we can send it back over to here. I think that should be everything, right? Yeah, there we go. Our first agricultural science packs. And they last an hour. Okay, that is going to prove to be a logistical problem because this ship is not very well cut out for travel. I need to improve it. It's got 4 thrusters, but it only has 2 chemical plants. And I'm trying to get the advanced asteroid processing so I can get access to the better thruster fuel recipes. And then I can do a total redesign of this thing because it's good, but it's rubbish at the same time. Do we need anything else for this? No, it's just the agricultural science packs. Okay, 2,000. Wow, 2,000 of those. We're not going to be able to make them in time. We still need nutrients. Why are we not making nutrients? Oh, it's getting stuck at the end and then all this is spoiling up here. Ooh, how can we solve that? What if we run this around, going the long way here? Okay, so that'll contain it into a loop, which means it's free to flow. And it won't get stuck. There we go. So that's going to start drawing. Okay, I think the same thing needs to happen here. This is so scuffed. That's our loop there. For this to also run freely and not back up on spoilage. Oh yes, there we go. There's the powder. Nice. And we're out of fuel for the train. Okay, we need to get that rocket fuel sorted. Okay, here we go, here we go. And then... we get rocket fuel. Nice. Okay, and then we need to put that in a chest. And then we can run this across and get it to our train station. Oh, this is exciting. We're actually doing a thing. Okay, that's our fuel sorted. Awesome. I don't have to keep shoving wood in there anymore. And we need to split that and bring it up to the other train. And that can buffer up into here. We got plenty of seeds going on here. That's nice. Yes, this is working. I'm glad I didn't actually end up getting stranded here. This was a lot more successful than the other planets. When I found out about the spoilage, I thought this was going to be terrible. Turns out this might actually be a great planet. Ooh, okay. I see a problem. We're consuming pentapod eggs faster than we're putting them in. Okay. I need to change this. I need to split this. Prioritize the pentapod eggs to go on the left side. And then if there's any excess, then we can send them back onto the right side. And then this can probably just merge back into here. Yeah, so that'll loop around the inside now. And then if it ever fills up, it ends up on this side of the belt. Ooh, what's going on here? This is too full. I think this belt is too full of the special white powder. Let's run some circuit logic and make sure that this doesn't craft if this belt is completely full. We want to make sure that if everything is less than, let's say, 10, Stable by control behavior. Okay, so if I pick that up, then it continues crafting. I think that's working. I did a thing. Alright, I think this is now fully autonomous. Oh my goodness, look at those pentapod eggs. Oh, hang on. They're not making their way over. Ah, I see my problem. The belt is completely saturated, which means there's no space to put new pentapod eggs on the belt. But then it's not overfilled either, so that this thing can't... Okay, ooh. This thing can't split because there's an overflow. Is this the part where I just... This is so scuffed. Bear with me. Wait, no, that's running onto both sides of the belt now. That's not what we want. We want to run that there. There we go. That's better. Oh, we got power online. Yes! Eat that, solar panels. Beaten by brain matter. Oh yeah, look at that rocket fuel go. Oh, we're burning jelly. We've got loop networks going on everywhere. But I think that should handle everything that we need on Dagobah. Now we just got to wait for the science to ship around. And we can begin research. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa.